Right now at 5, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz's stunning political decision, why he won't be seeking re-election and reaction.
And years in the making, the $40 million fix to the town of Campbell's PFAS problem.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. We start with the weather. Freezing rain is moving into the area.
All right, so what's the timing on it all? Let's bring in our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Well, it's been a winter of a lot more ice than we've probably seen in the last couple winters, and this one bears even more watch than the previous one, especially as you go further north of La Crosse, and that's why we got the alert days for icy roads, slick to icy roads further north as you go. The more accumulated ice you're expecting, maybe a couple tenths as you go north of Eau Claire. So all in all, it will create ice roads. Now, we won't discount anything further south of I-90. It'll be maybe some pockets, but more kind of slick roads. So this is really more for further north. As you look at current conditions, we're in the 30s. Cloud cover. Eau Claire, though, is below freezing, and that is key right now for precipitation to eventually begin below freezing. For this evening, expect some ice to start kind of popping in there, probably closer to 10 or there afterwards. We'll start seeing some chances for Eau Claire developing. La Crosse, probably not seeing too much yet. It's probably going to be closer to midnight that we'll see anything, but notice the temperatures still remaining above freezing for La Crosse too. And currently, a lot of areas are below freezing, but you can see where you go below. A lot of that on radar right now, it's not reaching the ground, and most of it's further west. So later on, we'll kind of break all that down, but we still got mild conditions too. We still got 40s for a couple days this week, so we'll break that out, and maybe some more precipitation towards the end. So I'll explain that all a bit later.
All right, thank you, Greg.
And you can track the weather headed our way by downloading the First Warn weather app.
Developing now, growing reaction to Minnesota Governor Tim Walz's announcement.
Yeah, he won't seek re-election as his state is in the middle of a fraud scandal.
Every minute that I spend defending my own political interest would be a minute I can't spend defending the people of Minnesota against the criminals who prey on our generosity and the cynics who want to prey on our differences.
Walz's move comes amid growing criticism for his handling of that reported $9 billion state fraud case. Inside the Democratic Party, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar is mentioned as a possible candidate. On X, the senator wrote, Governor Walz made the difficult decision to focus on his job and the challenges facing our state rather than campaigning.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk is live in Winona with more reaction. Grace.
Residents in Winona have mixed reactions to the two-term governor's decision to drop out. Walz took office back in 2019. Some residents say it's time for a change in leadership, while others say the circumstances surrounding his departure are unfortunate.
I just think he didn't do much good.
They always tend to obstruct the progress of a good governor when one comes along.
And Governor Tony Evers reacting to the news. In a statement, he said, quote, Tim's always been a good friend and a good neighbor to us across the river, and I'm incredibly grateful we've had the opportunity to serve as governors of our states together. Coming up at 6, what this means for Minnesota's midterm election. Reporting in Winona, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Grace. And Walz's political decision is our News 8 Now poll. 64% agree with his move, 29% disagree. You can weigh in at news8000.com.
Breaking news in the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. His wife claims her rib was fractured during their arrest.
It comes as the couple made their first court appearance today. CBS's Jared Hill reports from Manhattan.
In shackles and prison garb, deposed Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro appeared in Manhattan federal court. I'm innocent. I am not guilty. I am a decent man, he said through an interpreter, adding, I am the constitutional president of my country. Sitting with his wife, Celia Flores, they each pleaded not guilty to 4 federal charges, including conspiracy to import cocaine and machine guns and conspiracy to commit narco-terrorism. Outside, hundreds of demonstrators gathered, some arguing against U.S. action in Venezuela, others celebrating Maduro's removal. U.S. forces captured the pair in Caracas early Saturday morning. President Trump expressed complete confidence in the move.
The case is infallible.
Maduro hired attorney Barry Polak, who defended the founder of WikiLeaks, Julian Assange. Legal analysts say that he could try one key argument to get Maduro's case thrown out.
Well, Maduro's defense is certainly going to argue that he gets absolute immunity as a head of state.
David Ehrenberg, a former state attorney in Florida, says while the legality of Maduro's capture will be debated in Congress and the United Nations, in the courtroom, it won't matter.
The law is clear that the manner in which a defendant is brought before a court does not strip the court of its power to try the defendant. The judge is not going to let Maduro go free because the arrest involved cruise missiles.
Maduro and his wife agreed to remain in custody, but Maduro's attorney hinted at a future bail application. The couple are being held at the Brooklyn Detention Center. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
A News 8 follow-up, a La Crosse County judge denying Matthew Sierra's motion to dismiss his homicide case. Sierra is accused of killing Alexis Pickett and her unborn child. Charges were initially dismissed due to issues with the criminal complaints, but prosecutors refiled within court mandates. Sierra remains held on a $1 million cash bond.
The town of Campbell receiving $40 million in federal funds for a new water utility system. It addresses PFAS contamination that forced residents to rely on bottled water since 2021. The new system will include 2 water wells, a treatment facility, and over 120,000 feet of piping.
The goal is to begin piping to residents at the end of this year, 2026, with that completion by the end of next year in 2027. So it seems like it's been a really long time coming, but we're grateful.
The investment includes a $30.8 million loan and an $8.5 million grant through the USDA. Well, it's time to get rid of your Christmas tree. La Crosse's tree collection starts today and runs through January 16th. Strip off all the tinsel, ornaments, and bags, then set it on the boulevard by 7 a.m. Pickup won't follow your normal trash schedule, so keep an eye out. You can also drop it off yourself at 2000 Marco Drive, weekdays 7 to 3.
La Crosse Floral will close its doors after more than 100 years. The shop originally opened in 1908. To celebrate the years, they're holding a close of business sale. Holiday items 60% off, everyday items 40%.
I don't think I realized how many lives I would impact. How many customers became friends, true friends.
A closing day has not yet been announced. The shop is open 9 to 3 Monday through Friday and then 9 to 1 on Saturday.
Holocaust survivor Eva Schloss has died at 96. Her trust made the announcement today. Schloss was a teenager during the Holocaust and campaigned against prejudice after surviving Auschwitz. Schloss's impact was felt around the world and especially here in La Crosse, making 3 appearances at Viterbo University in 2015, 2017, and 2021.
The playoff picture is set for the Packers.
That's right. The team will take on the Bears on Saturday in Chicago.
And it comes after that regular season finale loss to the Vikings. Let's bring in sports director Jacob Lenzendorf. Jacob.
Yeah, guys, well, it wasn't pretty yesterday for the Packers as they sat most of their starters in a 16-3 loss to the Vikings. But Green Bay now focused on what they hope to be a long playoff run. It's the 3rd season in a row the Packers are the 7th seed, and for the 3rd time ever, the Green and Gold will face the Bears in the postseason as Chicago got the 2 seed. This will be the rubber match for the season as the 2 teams split the 2 meetings in the regular season, with each team winning at home. And if the Packers can score the win over their rival, they'd face the number 1 seeded Seahawks in the divisional round. Ken, Emily, back over to you guys.
Thank you, Jacob. All right, let's talk tickets to that game at Soldier Field. Lowest price is on Vivid seats at $434. 100 level seats start at $786, including fees. Again, the action can be seen Saturday on Prime Video.
Still to come, childhood vaccine schedules overhauled, the CDC's new guidelines.
Plus, a man detained at J.D. Vance's Ohio home, the damage he caused to the property.
Save big with these hot deals at Menards. Tide Simply Safe Detergent is just $6.99 after rebate. A 3x4-foot utility mat, only $7.99 after rebate. Get a 40-pound bag of Wild Bird food for just $13.99 after rebate. An oil-filled space heater, only $34.99 after rebate. Hurry! These great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer, plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Electrical problems are a headache. We started Olsen Brothers Electric to make your next project simple and stress-free. We've invested in the technology to make working with us easy. You can book your appointment online in minutes. Get text updates so you're never left guessing. We're taking electrical service into the digital age. We are always transparent with our estimates. Any electrical project, no matter the size, we've got you covered. We keep electrical service simple. We're the Olsen Brothers.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
The CDC updating its childhood immunization schedule. Under the guidelines, vaccines for 10 diseases, including measles, mumps, and chickenpox, will still be recommended. Other vaccines will be recommended for high-risk groups, and diseases such as the flu and rotavirus will now fall under shared decision-making between parent and healthcare providers.
One of the concerns I have here is that when they say some of these vaccines would be more strongly recommended for an infant or child who's high risk, very often we don't even realize someone is high risk until they develop a severe infection that can lead to hospitalization and death.
Officials say insurance providers will continue to cover the cost of vaccines, no matter which category they are in.
A man is in custody after an alleged incident at Vice President J.D. Vance's Ohio home. Secret Service officials say the suspect broke windows on the home. The family was not home at the time. The Pentagon is censuring Senator Mark Kelly. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth making the announcement saying Kelly's retirement pay will be reduced. Hegseth says it's to punish Kelly for participating in a video reminding service members they must, quote, refuse illegal orders. President Trump called that video seditious and treason.
A divided Congress returning to Washington today after several high-stakes policy battles loom. The chamber is expected to vote on limiting presidential war powers and on extending expired Obamacare subsidies. Leaders also have until January 30th to reach a deal to fund the government and avoid another shutdown. The Republican majority in the House is shrinking Monday. It's the final day in Congress for outgoing Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia. She's an ally turned critic of President Donald Trump, who announced her resignation in November. Her departure leaves the House with 219 Republicans and 213 Democrats. 3 seats are vacant. The GOP total is set to contract even more when 2 Democrats face a special election runoff this month in Texas.
Well, despite uncertainty in oil-rich Venezuela, GasBuddy is predicting the average price for a gallon of regular will be $2.97 in 2026. It would be the first year below $3 since 2020. McDonald's is facing a class action lawsuit over the McRib. The suit accuses a Chicago-based branch of false advertising, saying the sandwich has no rib meat. McRibs contain just 5 ingredients: pork, barbecue sauce, onions, pickles, and a bun.
We'll have more news ahead.
But first,
yeah, we definitely got some icy travel here for tomorrow morning's commute, but there afterwards, we've still got some mild conditions through Thursday. So we'll break all that down coming up on your First One weather update after the break.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse delivers everything your business needs, from cleaning supplies to appliances. Get what you need when you need it. Set up your business account today and let Ace of La Crosse do the heavy lifting.
Dreaming of a new ride? Apply today at driveultra.org and make your dream a reality. Hey, dogs can dream too. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
You know what's on my mind? It's butt cold out here and I don't have any heat at home.
Well, gotta have heat, Einstein.
Up yours, smarty. I just don't know who to call.
Jacob said Chuck used the local company. The primary colors, the good one?
What?
What?
Huh?
Well, there's your sign.
Jeez Louise.
Moron. Hey, putz.
Call GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Start the new year off right and save big money on your kitchen update with Menards. It's easy to create your dream kitchen with Clearview Cabinetry, offering a selection of finishes made with the finest materials and built to withstand life's sticky messes. Clearview Cabinetry offers features like soft closed doors and drawers and cabinet accessories to match your unique style. Kick off the new year with these Stroma kitchen cabinets for $33.59 right now.
Save big money at Menards.
Your life, your money, your way. Ultra's A+ accounts are made for you. No monthly fees, no minimum balance, no hassle. Now that's something to dance about. What are you waiting for? Open an account online today.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse is the helpful place with the products your business needs when you need it. We service businesses of all sizes. Ask about volume discounts. Contact Jim to set up your service account today.
Well, unlike previous winters, we haven't seen a lot of ice, but this one winter so far we've had quite a bit. Nothing too significant, but it's been these minor events, and now this one poses a little bit more of a significant threat, especially further north you go, further south you go, probably less of a threat. So once again, we still have the alert day for tonight through tomorrow morning. Our temperatures will be above freezing by the time we get towards noon tomorrow, so it won't be as much of an issue too. Precipitation comes to an end. Slick roads, maybe I-90 further south. You have more icy roads, and even some main roads could get a little bit more ice built up, especially as we go later tonight. So that's the issue. And once again, most of this is north of I-90. The worst conditions likely going to be near I-94 or even further north and east of the area too as we go throughout the time frame. The winter weather advisory really covers this whole entire area further to just to the north and just to the east towards La Crosse, given we could see some pockets of it. And even in the valleys of the southwest Wisconsin, northeast Iowa, where the cold air may settle a little bit longer and it may not erode, you still could get some pockets of freeze and drizzle down in this area. It just won't accumulate too much. So don't kind of rule that out just because we are not in the winter weather advisory. But further north, there definitely is that capability. We're going to see it through at least early morning hours. Now, if you look at icy road potential, it's very high across most of this area, stretching right along, basically from Rochester all the way south of Wausau. As you go further south, you can see the probability tails off pretty quickly, too. So this is what we're looking at, just icy roads, and that means you're getting in the hundredths of an inch of ice, too. Now, if you're looking at more than a tenth, and there could be some areas here, especially east of the area, that pick up more than 2 to 3 tenths. Now you're getting into where you could see some minor branch breakage as we're getting closer to some more heavier icing threats. So that's not going to be much of an issue. There's a small probability Eau Claire might see more than 2 tenths, but we'll see if that materializes. But once again, it signifies that this is a more significant event that we've seen probably in the past winter. If we time it out really, you'll see basically the precipitation slowly begins to develop here towards this evening hour, and then you start seeing a lot of this pink start to really consolidate between I-94 and I-90, and then it begins to push north of the area. But notice to the south too, even though that La Crosse and areas won't see much, we'll probably see some drizzle. It could be occasional freezing drizzle, but for the most part I think we will remain above freezing. We'll kind of fall right at freezing. Then as we go to the morning hour, you'll start seeing it kind of wrap up a little bit, but still we got the potential for ice to continue across that area, and we have more transitioning to rain here as we go to about 8 to 9 through La Crosse too, as our temperatures then should be 33 or 34 too. So that'll be really the of the much of the precipitation. We will linger to see some precipitation throughout the day. You can see a little bit of pink throughout the area, but the amount that comes down won't be that significant, and likely roads at this point were still near or above freezing, so it won't be much of a threat to go through. So temperatures, we're looking at temperatures as we go through. The overnight lows are going to remain at or above freezing. Tomorrow's highs getting back up to 35, 36, so we will warm above freezing, so the threat of any ice through the afternoon is pretty much done. And then Wednesday, we'll have some morning fog to contend with, which could be a problem tonight too as well, getting back into the low 40s with a little sun, so it's still mild as we go throughout. And if we look at the bigger picture, we do have another storm that's coming up. We'll have to keep an eye on this one right now for Friday night and Saturday. Could be some snow or rain depending on the pattern. Right now it looks better as you go further south. And of course for Chicago, that could be an issue going into Saturday and Saturday night too, for other reasons as we mentioned. Otherwise, we look at the precipitation for Tuesday morning. Once again, if you're out and traveling further north, definitely pay attention if you have morning commute going on. Otherwise, we do have some milder conditions still yet, even beyond that next storm. No real cold conditions to speak of.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Coming up next, nothing to see here, just some dolphins keeping some cops company.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Working with Maxwell White was amazing. They were professional, answered all of my questions.
I give Maxwell White my highest possible recommendation. Maxwell White did a fabulous job on our shower.
5-star plumbing service done right.
At Toma Health, our accredited sleep services diagnose and treat sleep disorders so you can get the rest you deserve.
I'm a nurse practitioner in sleep services. I evaluate patients and then determine what kind of therapy they need.
One of the big reasons I like to help people with their sleep disorders, it also helps with their overall health.
Patients come in and say, wow, this is life-changing. So glad I'm treated because I feel so much better. Visit Toma Health Sleep Services for a better night's sleep.
Don't miss the huge savings during Carpets to Go odds and end sale going on now. Save on short rolls, remnants, ceramic, LVT, laminate, and vinyl. In-stock commercial carpeting starting at $5 per yard. In-stock glue-down vinyl plank starting at $1.99 per square foot. Get 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Save big on whatever you want on your floor. At Carpets to Go inventory odds and end sale going on now.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Caught on camera, one cute moment.
In Fort Pierce, Florida, a pair of dolphins were seen leaping from the water near a police boat. This footage shows them jumping out of the Indian River. Police say they see scenes like this all the time.
Oh yeah, we see scenes like this all the time too, but it's good to see it again.
Yeah, I mean, we curate it here in the news, but to actually be on a police patrol and just have a dolphin checking you out and
yeah, it gives you
giving you a little how do you do.
Oh yeah,
that'd
exactly.
Be fun.
All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Hi, my name is Tom, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning tip number 281. PFAS and nitrates in your water can be serious. If you are worried about impurities like these, call us today at 608-781-8088.
Well, I am really happy to tell you that we have already made a commitment at Gunderson to do that. So we have asked all of our folks that when you need to fly, that you please prioritize flying out of La Crosse. We believe it's really important. It's our duty. We're the largest employer in this community, and I want to make sure that this airport is here for the long run, and we're committed to that. So people are taking that seriously and doing just that.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
I moved from Dallas to Los Angeles all by myself. The order of things I wanted to set up was internet, water, then power. I needed to take a shower, but I really did need the internet for work and to watch my shows. That's kind of a crazy thing to admit in front of a camera. Pretend I didn't say that. I got to Spectrum. I was so relieved that I was getting the best bang for my buck. It was a huge weight taken off of my shoulders.
Real customers, real savings. To see how much you can save, visit spectrum.com/save.
In the heart of Wisconsin dairy country, there's only one place making cottage cheese, and it's right here in Westby. Since 1903, Westby Cooperative Creamery has been farmer-owned and community-driven, crafting wholesome cottage cheese the same way for generations. And with a new investment in modern technology, we're ensuring our tradition continues, fresher, safer, and more sustainable than ever. Westby Cooperative Creamery, the only cottage cheese maker in Wisconsin. Farmer-owned, Wisconsin proud.
Hi, my name is Levi, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning tip 48. Hard water causes scale buildup, dry skin, and stained laundry. If you see these signs, call us at 608-781-8088.
Oh, we're looking at freezing rain developing mainly after 10 p.m. north of I-90. Some areas it may take to midnight, maybe going through about 8 a.m. I think by 8 a.m. or maybe a little bit earlier, depending on location, you'll probably be warm enough. It won't be much of a concern. Pockets of freezing rain south of I-90. Don't discount that yet. And we could see up to maybe 2 tenths east and north of I-94. Some significant ice, but we are going to stay warm through Thursday. 40 is possible.
It was nice being outside for the full 5 minutes I was today. It was bearable. I liked it. All right, that does it for us at 5.